Well, hello there, and welcome back to more Top Scares with Mr. Biggs. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hold on tight for this ride. These bear stories from Alaska are terrifying. This story takes place in the rugged wilderness of Alaska, when a group of adventurous hikers embarked on a thrilling journey through the vast and untamed landscape. Little did they know that their expedition would bring them face to face with the raw power and danger of Alaska's apex predator, the grizzly bear. It was a beautiful summer morning as the hikers set out on a well traveled trail nestled in the heart of Denali National Park. The air was crisp and the scent of pine lingered as they made their way deeper into the wilderness. The group consisted of 4 experienced hikers who were well versed in the do's and don'ts of bear encounters. As they continued their hike, the hikers came across fresh signs of bear activity, including tracks and scat. Heightened awareness settled over the group, and they took extra precautions by making noise to alert any bears of their presence. They chatted and sang loudly as they navigated through the dense vegetation. After a few hours of hiking, the group stumbled upon a small clearing, a serene spot where they decided to take a well-deserved break. They settled down, enjoying the peace and quiet of the Alaskan wilderness, unaware that they were not alone. Out of nowhere, a massive grizzly bear emerged from the surrounding brush, catching the hikers off guard. The hikers froze, their hearts racing as the bear stood on its hind legs, surveying the intruders in its territory. Remembering their training, the hikers slowly backed away, avoiding direct eye contact with the bear and speaking in calm, assertive voices. They kept their distance, respecting the bear's personal space and avoiding any sudden movements that might trigger an attack. However, the bear seemed agitated, bellowing and pawing at the ground as if to warn the hikers to leave. The tension in the air was heavy, and the hikers realized that they had to do something to de-escalate the situation. One of the hikers reached into his backpack and slowly retrieved a canister of bear spray and pointed it in the bear's direction. With a burst of spray, the potent deterrent filled the air, creating a cloud that enveloped the bear. The strong scent and irritation caused by the spray startled the grizzly, causing it to retreat momentarily. Seizing the opportunity, the hikers slowly and cautiously made their way back down the trail, never turning their backs on the bear. They continued to make noise and kept their bear spray ready, ensuring they were prepared for any further encounters. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, they reached the safety of the park's visitor center, their adrenaline still pumping from the close encounter. Park rangers were alerted, and they immediately set out to locate the bear and assess its behavior. In the following days, the hikers learned that the grizzly they encountered had a history of territorial aggression. Park officials, concerned for the safety of both visitors and the bear, took necessary action to relocate the animal to a more remote area of the park where it could live undisturbed. The hiker's close call with the grizzly bear serves as a powerful reminder of the untamed nature of Alaska's wilderness. It reinforces the importance of respecting wildlife, being prepared for encounters, and following proper safety protocols when venturing into bear country. And so, as the hikers reflect on their extraordinary experience, They shared their story with others, spreading awareness about the awe-inspiring beauty and potential dangers of exploring the Alaskan wilderness, ensuring that future adventurers would approach these wild places with both caution and respect. This story takes place on Kodiak Island, when two lifelong friends embarked on a long-awaited hunting trip. The pair, avid outdoorsmen who have hunted all over the world, arrived on the island after a short boat ride. They found a nice open area to set up camp and even installed an electric fence to keep the bears away. Eager to explore the surroundings, they went out on a short hike and spot several huge bears feeding in the picturesque landscape. After returning to camp, having dinner, and going to bed, they woke up early the next day determined to find the bears they had seen the day before. After relocating the bears, it was decided to go after the biggest bear. Armed with high-powered rifles, they silently made their way through the overgrown creek bottom, hoping to get a good shot at the monster bear. However, despite all their efforts and scouring the hillside with binoculars, they couldn't find the bear. They stayed in place for hours, hoping it would show itself, but eventually decided to return to camp. As they made their way back through the dense brush, they felt a change in the atmosphere, a tension they couldn't shake off. They heard something in front of them and started making a lot of noise to try and scare it away. It worked. Suddenly, something large thrashed through the brush to their left, moving away from them. They quickly made their escape back to camp. Around the campfire, they discussed the events and agreed that there must have been another bear they couldn't see during their observations. After sharing stories and having some food, they retired for the night. During the night, they were abruptly ripped from their sleep by a loud roar and the sound of thundering thumps moving away from the camp. Investigating, they found an extremely large set of bear prints leading up to the electric fence, which successfully deterred the curious bear. They decided to have breakfast and head out for the day's hunt early. Their plan was to explore new territory further into the wilderness. As they progressed, they kept hearing something behind them, but were unable to see anything. Both men knew this was not a good sign. In this landscape, the bears are the apex predator, and humans can become the prey. They opted to head for higher ground, to an open area that would allow them to better assess their pursuer. Unfortunately, they would never make it. There was a section of willows about 300 yards wide that they had to pass through to reach the open area. It's in this willow patch that the bear turns the tables on the hunters. The willows became so thick that they could hardly move. Realizing their mistake, they turned around, guns ready, and attempted to escape the entangled foliage. Suddenly, they are met with a furious attack from the side. They are both taken to the ground, losing hold of their guns. The attacking bear is, in fact, the largest one from the day before. One of the men manages to retrieve his rifle and fires at the bear, which is now dragging his hunting partner away. The shots hit their mark, ending the attack. Both men suffer from severe lacerations and remain in great danger, as there are many other bears in this area. Using their satellite phone, they call for help and eventually are rescued. Later examination of the bear reveals a human arm in its stomach. The fingerprints match a hunter's who was reported as overdue the day after this attack. The story is just one of hundreds where the hunter becomes the hunted. Hey, thanks for watching till the end. Join me in the next story for more horrifying tales from Alaska. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.